Welcome back, friends! Today I have a read aloud planned for you, but in today's read aloud, there's a little bit of a twist to the book. Has anyone ever read a book with no words? If so, how did you understand what was going on? Was it harder to read than a regular book? Has anyone heard of the term inferring or making an inference? Inferring is a strategy we use when we read. We take the clues that the author provides us, mix it with the knowledge in our brain to form a conclusion of what is really going on. When reading wordless picture books, we must infer what the author is trying to tell us. We use the illustrations or pictures and then mix it with our own knowledge to form an idea of what the book is about. Today, I brought a book titled I Got It, written and illustrated by David Weisner. He's a 3-time Caldecott medalist, but he has not won any medals for this book yet. If we open this book up, take a peek inside, we see that there is no words. We only see pictures. Can anyone tell us how we might read this book today? What clues are we going to use? What strategies will we use? That's right, we are going to use all the pictures in this book to help us understand what we are reading. We will be making inferences from the pictures to get a full understanding. We will also use a few of the pictures as clues to help us predict what might happen next. Before we begin, I wanted to discuss my reasons for choosing this book. To begin with, it's about baseball, and I know that a lot of students enjoy playing baseball or softball or just playing with their friends in general in the summer. Secondly, I chose this because of the overall message it brings. It has 2 really important themes. One of them I like to call becoming the bigger person. I won't give away any more hints, but in this story, there's a character that shows up and becomes a bigger person, and it has a bigger outcome at the end. Secondly, just the word perseverance. Throughout this story, there's a character that shows lots of perseverance and doesn't give up. And I think that's really great for young students like you to learn and read about. This book I find to be appropriate for kids ages kindergarten to 3rd grade. It includes easily understood illustrations and outstanding literacy elements such as character development and significant themes. I Got It by David Weisner and illustrated by David Weisner. All right, got a complete yellow front cover. Oh, it starts off with the little boy standing by the fence, looking at all his friends out there. He's got a glove in his hand. I think that we can infer that he wants to go and play with them. He might feel a little bit left out. Flip the page. I got it. All right, it looks like he's approaching his friends there. They look like they're wearing shorts, shoes. They got a baseball bat, gloves, hats. I think that I can infer that they're gonna go play baseball. Show a view of that. He looks like he's about to go and ask them if he can join. Maybe they're discussing what teams they're gonna play. All right. First page. Up here in the corner, it looks like the boy is asking him and he's thinking, maybe we can say that he's asking him if he can join the game. Oh, he's pointing towards that way. I think he's telling him, go out to the outfield. We got a spot for you out there. He looks happy and he's running out there. And there he is, standing out in the outfield. All right, next up, the kid's got the bat. He's swinging it. He might be warming up. He hits the ball. Oh, he looks like he's running after it with his hand up. I think we can infer that the ball's coming towards him and he's about to catch it. He screams, I got it! With his hand up. I think we can say that the ball's coming right for him and he's almost gonna catch it. Then we see right here, he's got the ball. If we look close, uh-oh, what's right there? Looks like he's gonna trip over a branch. Wonder if he'll catch the ball. Oh no, he fell. Ooh, if we look at it, he didn't catch the ball. He lost his hat. He lost his shoe, and all of his friends are standing there. He's got his hand over his head. They look like they're maybe embarrassed for him or a little bit disappointed that he didn't catch the ball. Has anyone ever done something embarrassing like this in front of their friends or any other group of people? How did it make you feel? Was it a good or a bad feeling? Were you able to laugh it off, or did it make you really upset? It looks like it made him pretty upset. He doesn't look like he's very happy. All right, if we go to the next page, he's got his hand up in the air again. The baseball's coming straight forward. His glove is open. Oh, but we see him running. Do you think the boy is going to catch the ball? Why or why not? Is there something in his way or stopping him? What do you think is going to happen to the ball? Oh no, he ran into the tree. He looks like he's hugging it. I think we can infer that he tripped over something and fell right into the tree. If we look right here, the ball, he didn't catch the ball either. He missed it again. If you look at his face, I think we can infer that he might be in a little bit of pain. Oh, he's got his hand up again like he's gonna catch the ball. The ball's coming straight for him. He looks like he's focused on the ball. Oh, he's running towards it. Looks like he's got both of his shoes on this time, and there's nothing in his way, so I don't think he's gonna trip. Oh, we look at this picture, we see that the whole baseball is right here. I think we can infer that the baseball is coming straight for his glove. If we look again, he's got nothing in his way. I don't think he's gonna trip. He's gotten a crowd of people. Looks like they're fighting for the ball. The ball's right there, almost in their gloves. He looks like he's really focused again, too. He's like, he's reaching for it. Oh, he looks like he's getting smaller or trampled by his friends. If we look at that picture, looks like he got even smaller. He's like grabbing onto their shoes. Oh, that's a little weird. I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, he's getting even smaller. He's climbing on their clothes. He's like grabbing on. He got higher. He's grabbing onto her shirt now, and he still has his glove in the hand. I wonder what he's gonna do. Oh, he's running. He's bouncing off of this kid's head. Then he runs onto this person's head. Then he bounces onto that person's head. And then he bounces onto her head. Wonder if we can infer that he's trying to catch the ball and he's using his friends' heads to get there and beat them to it. There he is. All their hands are trying to catch the ball, and he's reached out really far trying to catch it. Ooh, I wonder if he's gonna get it. The ball's right there. It's almost like the colors and the illustrations there are like, ready for him to get it. He screams, I got it! I wonder if he's actually got it. Looks like he's got it in his glove this time. He's got a big smile on his face. He looks like he's pretty happy. I think we can infer that he caught the ball. Oh, look at his friends celebrating and dancing right there. I think we can infer that they might have won the game. They're celebrating, they're cheering, their hands are up in the air. They look pretty excited. But if we look at this kid right here, he looks almost devastated. He's like, oh no. And then the other teammates behind are like, yes. So I wonder if he hit the ball and then this kid caught it. I think we can infer that. If we look at this picture over here, they're walking away, they're throwing the ball up in the air like they just won the game. Oh, at the end, they're all huddled around him, sitting around him. They all look really happy. They got smiles on their face, so I think they might have won the game. This kid's pointing towards them. He might be saying, hey, you're pretty good. And then this girl is shouting. She might be shouting to the other team, hey, good game. I think that's about it. Next page. That's it. Now that we finished reading this book, I'm going to provide you with an after reading extended activity. Today's activity includes this worksheet. This worksheet has 2 blank boxes on it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna make your own mini wordless picture book. You're gonna take these 2 boxes and you're gonna take all your color utensils and you're gonna draw two very detailed pictures in here. I want you to include no words in them, and then after you're done making your pictures, you're gonna be able to verbally explain what is going on in the pictures. You're gonna use your pictures that you drew to make inferences about what you're trying to tell is going on. Just like we did in this book, we looked at the pictures and we made inferences and predictions about what was going to happen. So in your pictures, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna look at your partner when you're done and you're gonna verbally explain what's going on. Alrighty, that's all I have for you, friends. Today, I hope you learned something new. I hope you learned how to make an inference and how to read a wordless picture book and how to predict what might happen and use the illustrations to help you understand what is going on. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you.